Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. You join me in the disco heading down to field 22. So we've taken out a contract. We're going to be making some hay for a local farmer. We desperately need the cash. So since the last episode we've had worker fees and we needed fuel, so we've had to put a few thousand litres into the fuel tank on the farm. We've been busy though. We had a late night 2 AM finish and a 6 AM start. So what I'll do is when we get up to the field, the case is already up here ready waiting for us. We will jump into the mini map or the map and have a look at what we've actually been up to. So, as you can see, we've got a worker on course plate rolling field number 3. We have got both fields seeded. We've got wheat and we've got canola, as you can see there. So that worker's plodding away doing the rolling for us. We can crack on doing the grass work in field 22. Hop the gate and we'll get started. Second headland underway. So the first one's a bit messy, but that's because we're trying to work out where the boundary of the field is, or where the contract thinks the field is. So yeah, it's a bit messy, but trying to get as much as we can off here. We'll get to keep some. So we'll have hay for animals, excuse me, be it sheep or cows possibly. Also what I want to do, time permitting and weather permitting, is cut our own grass. So we'll use some of the funds from this contract to hopefully purchase a front mower. We'll mow all of our grass fields and then that can go into the silage clamp. So we've got a silage clamp near the cow barn, so we'll get the grass in there, probably use a loading wagon, and yeah, we'll get some silage, so we can either keep that for animals or sell it when the price is good, just to bump up the bank account a bit. So we'll get these bits that we've missed on the corners. The camera collision mod really needs to hurry up and come out now. So what I'll do is I'll get the headlands taken off and start the up and downs, and I think probably the time lapse is going to be best for this. So I'll see you when we've got everything cut. there we have it. Mowing complete. So we'll get these folded up. And we will head down to the store where we've already got our Fendt down there on the tedder. So I think what we'll do is we'll set up a bit of a relay between this case and our Fendt, and then we can hopefully get this tedded, windrowed, baled, and get it sold. So I'll see you at the store. Here we are. So on the way down here, I've had a bit of a thought and I've changed my mind. So I think what we're going to do to save trips is we will drop these off. We will put the tedder on the front of this. Now we won't operate it on the front. We will, he says, there we go. And then we will get the Fendt to take the baler up. So we'll have the windrower and the tedder on the case, and the little Fendt can take the baler when we need it. All it's got to do is pull this, it hasn't got to run it. So get on to this. I'm not sure what visibility it'd be like, and I'm sure you wouldn't see this done in real life, but hey, it's all about saving time, being efficient, as it's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So will we get round in one? No. Mind the fence post. Okay, we'll see you back at field 22. So here we are, making a start on the tedding. I've left the windrower in the neighbouring field. I'm sure the farmer won't mind. The worker in the canola field is nearly onto the headlands, so that's good. That means we've got 3 arable fields turned around. Well, we only had to turn around 2, but still. All rock picked, which gave us the cultivated state, so that's handy. And yeah, so the money we make from this contract, like I said, is going to go towards front mower, and also we need fertiliser. So we're going to get 1 application done probably in the first growth stage, I think. We might be able to do it now as we haven't put any on, but we shall see how the workload goes. We may also need to buy a weeder, so that's another expense, but we shall see, because we ploughed 2 out of the 3 fields. We may not need to weed those. this is the first time using weeds in FS22, and the fact that the herbicide gives you a negative yield, or not negative yield, but detracts from the yield, kind of puts me off using that. So yeah, so that's the plan with the money that we make off this contract. Now, we could always sell the remainder of the bales that we make, but the time of year that we're at now, September, this is probably going to be last cut for grass. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another one off it. We also need to decide whether or not to plough up our existing grass fields once we've had a cut off them, because they do show us needing ploughing. OCD says that we should just plough them up to get rid of that. I won't do the sheep pasture because that's just not realistic, but it's not required. Hopefully if we get sheep, you know, we won't be mowing that because they'll need that to graze on as well as the hay or grass that we give them in bale form. So yeah, so that's my thoughts. I'm gonna crack on, get this done, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Well, we're nearly done. Look at that texturing off the hay, flicking up off the Ted. I think it's brilliant. Looks so good. So much more realistic. So the worker that was rolling our canola field has finished. So that's all good. The field work is complete, all bar fertilising. Just looking at you can see autumn creeping in with the colour in the trees. And the cloudy day. We did have some rain earlier, it wasn't much. It was a little bit of a rainbow, not quite as prominent as I've seen on other channels, but I'm sure in time we'll get our own beautiful rainbow. So I'll wrap this up and we'll get started on the windrowing. So here we go. This is the first time that I've used a windrower like this. Normally I haven't done the ones that sort of push it all to one side and then you return back up the other way, so hopefully it's not going to be too untidy. Trying to get as much as we can from round the edges. It does seem to be missing the odd bit, whether that's because it's uneven or we're outside the boundary. I'm not really sure. And also trying to keep out the tree line so you can actually see what's going on. So I was thinking, and I'm not sure how modders are going to do this, but obviously in seasons you have to let the hay dry. I suppose, well, yeah, it is. It dries in the sun. Unless it's cut when it's wet, and then you need to ted it first. But then there's still an element of the drying process. So, you know, we're in September now. We had rain this morning, and we're still making hay. So, how do you get that into the seasons element? I'm not sure. Will we get a seasons like we know as of in 19? Or is because the game mechanic now has changed to the seasonal growth? Can that be changed now it's actually baked in? I'm not sure. I'm sure someone with a lot more knowledge of mods, etc. than me will be able to comment on that, but yeah, it's interesting. And you know, same with geos. Will we see different type geos? I don't know how it would be done. But yeah, I'd be interested to see and follow that one, because there's elements that I'm sure the map creators can control, but yeah, be interesting. So first headland nearly done. It's not been too painful, I hope. So we'll just try and capture these bits here. And then we'll head back the other way. well, that probably could have gone better. Yeah, they're straight, honestly. It's not the hill at all. But hey, never mind. Not bad for a first attempt. It definitely does take some getting used to. And bits like this, look, where you're just catching the other swath. But yeah, I don't think that's too horrendous for a first attempt, if you look at it with your eyes shut. So what we'll do, we will get this folded up. We'll be good contractors and return the kit to the store. We will grab the auto stacker and we will set the fent on the way up here with the baler. There's something about following the other tractors when the workers driving them that really just makes things really realistic. You know, especially on a map like this where you're so immersed. I guess immersed would be the word. As we drive past what sounds to be like a church or something, it's brilliant. The map's awesomely brilliant, and yeah, Ox David has done excuse me, a fantastic job, and should be really proud of himself because this is brilliant. So yeah, we're nearly at the field now. Just waiting for the worker to slam his anchors on and we'll pile into the back of them. Hopefully not. But yeah, I don't think there we go. I don't think the vent's going to be able to run the baler. Although, let's have a look. So, our little vent is 150 horsepower. Balers. What are we on? We're on the 250. No way. Okay, that's fine. Pulled it, no problem though, so that's good. Right, we'll get it into the field. There, you can hear it struggling now as we go uphill. Put this out of the way. And we'll get the case attached. So, baling underway. We are doing 240cm bales, and they are coming out at 8,000 litres, I think. So we're going to go around, take off the headland, and then we will do the up and down rows, and then I will go around and get any missed bits and try and do this in cab as much as possible. And yeah, we'll see how many bales we get. pause there to take the screenshot for today's thumbnail. So yeah, we've done a fair old bit. Just need to go around and tidy up the edges. I started to load the bales with the fent, but got to about 5 and it started to struggle, so we are going to have to swap back again. Put the fent on the baler to take that back to the store and pick the auto stacker up with the case. So not too much of an issue. I think these little bits are out of bounds, so we'll have a quick drive round and get any other little straggly bits. Okay, so here we are at the sell point for these lovely hay bales. 5:30 now, nearly. Crikey. Let's get some lights on. And let's see how much this completes the contract, or towards the contract. So they're the bales being sold. 82%. Okay. Right. Well, we'll head back down to the field and get the rest of them picked up. So here we are back at the sell point. Now, on the way back to the field, I had a bit of a brainwave. Well, actually, I was just thinking about what we needed to do. Now, if we did 82% off 14 bales, we don't need another 14 and they'll be wasted. So get out of the way. So we've got 6 now. I think 6 is even probably too many, but I didn't want to be coming back, so we'll hopefully move forward a bit and unload those there. Contract, there we go, finished. Plun £2,346 in sold hay bales. So that's that done. We won't complete yet, otherwise we'll lose all of the equipment, and we need that to collect the bales and take them back to the farm. So let's get this done. I've sent the fent back with the baler. We'll head back to the field now, get the last load of bales and find somewhere to store them. So here we are back at the store, just returning the auto stacker. We've dropped the bales off near the yard, and that's been a great little tractor. Well, not even a little tractor, is it? The case. Just get the beacons off. So I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. My lift should be arriving soon, but before we go, let's make sure we get our money. 19,580. So we finished the day on £47,007. Not a bad day's work. So I'll say ta-ra, and thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. Cheerio.